Hi everyone. We will start talking about the interface of Rhino 8. The interface of Rhino 8 consists of 3 orthogonal views and 1 perspective view. Navigation is assisted by the Cartesian plane and grid, which help us understand our spatial orientation. For example, there are small navigators showing us that the red line represents the x-axis and the green line represents the y-axis. In the front view, the red line still represents x, but the green line now represents the z-axis. In the perspective view, navigation is possible by right-clicking and holding the mouse button. This grid helps us understand our orientation in space, and the navigator updates as we rotate the view. The command menu is located at the top of the screen. We can access different menus grouped by object type. For example, all commands related to curves, surfaces, other geometries in Rhino, transformations such as move, copy, rotate, and scale for objects, other options. The same commands are also available as icons in the sidebar, which makes it easier to understand their functions. Here you can find polylines, curves, points grouped by geometry types, transformations, surfaces, polysurfaces, referred to as SOTI in Rhino, other transformations, object analysis tools. Hovering over an icon shows a tool tip explaining the command. For example, by left-clicking, you'll activate a command such as Boolean Union. Holding down the mouse within a command opens a submenu that can be detached and moved around the workspace for easier access. If you click a command without dragging the submenu, it will automatically hide. You can exit a command with the Escape key. There are also tabs that help with modeling, grouped logically. For example, one tab shows commands for surfaces and their transformations, making it easier to focus on specific tasks. For beginners, it's recommended to stay with the default standard layout. Another method for entering commands is using the command prompt, a fixed window at the top of the screen. You can expand or reduce it by dragging when the double arrow appears. Typing a command, for example, sphere, will prompt Rhino to suggest similar commands. After selecting or pressing enter, you can follow the command instructions in the prompt. For example, the sphere command asks for the center of the sphere, which can be selected graphically or by entering coordinates, for example 0. The prompt will also ask for the sphere's diameter or radius. For now, we just create the sphere and we click random. Once the geometry is created, the object is represented by its curves, as seen in the top or front views. In the perspective view, you can rotate the object by holding the right mouse button.